What's going on, YouTube world? I'm here to review my WWE collection. I've been collecting for years. It seems to be a hobby of mine, which I'm the only oddball in my family who seems to enjoy it. And this is my stage. It's basically all Jakks, but I'm mainly going to be reviewing Mattel figures with a mixture of Jakks. And we're back. Sorry about that. Had some kind of incident. So yeah, this is my Raw's War stage. This is basically Attitude Era, pre-Cena era. I got JR sitting at the announce table. You see the chairs. I got pyrotechnics. Hold on 1 second. These are the lights or fireworks that they usually use for the pyros. I have a barricade with 2 seats. That's the capacity crowd in my arena. Only 2 audience members are allowed to watch my shows. So we're gonna start off with a Jakks Hulk Hogan figure. He's pretty detailed for a Jakks figure. Jakks wasn't well known for detail, with the exception of face sculpts. They had they used the real technology, to scan their faces and mold them onto their figures. I find that this Hulk Hogan Jakks figure is perfect for Mattel scale, so I don't really consider holding my breath for Mattel to release a Hogan figure, because Jakks already has it and it works perfectly fine with Mattel figures. And you can't have Hogan without the Ultimate Warrior from Parts Unknown, wherever the fuck that's from. This is a Mattel figure from 2011. Jakks and Mattel sometimes work together, other times don't. In this case, this is a perfect example of combination. You get the best of both worlds. Hulk Hogan, Jakks is accurate in scale to Ultimate Warrior. Although Mattel could have done a better job in buffing Warrior up a little bit more, because he was pretty built, but they did a good job. My fault, YouTube. I was having a difficult time setting up the figures, so I decided to just pause the camera and set them up individually. So yeah, we left off with Hogan and Warrior. Since then, I added Sergeant Slaughter, Jake the Snake Roberts, Iron Sheik, Bret Hart, a bloodied Terry Funk, the Ugandan Giant Kamala, Ravishing Rick Rude, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, and The Undertaker. Getting back to Hogan and Warrior, I used to watch wrestling. Well, I started watching wrestling in the 80s when Hogan was feuding with the Iron Sheik. I was more in favor of Iron Sheik because I didn't like Hogan as a good guy. I never bought into that phony act, and I'm not a fan of patriotism. I just think people shouldn't rub in where they come from. When Ultimate Warrior came in, I was more of a fan of his than Hogan, and it was an honor to see him win at WrestleMania and obtain the belt. And Sergeant Slaughter, this is a Mattel figure. He's from the Legends line, I believe Series 2. I added elbow pads from Ralph's Figure Clothing, which I highly recommend you use, because the paddings that Mattel provide are made of hard plastic and are very difficult to articulate the joints when they're in use. So you see it's a cloth elbow pad. He's very articulate. I'm not going to bother moving it because that'll be a domino effect. He also sports dog tags, which John Cena bit off of. Now he sports dog tags, his hat, shades. He has a nice stick. Jake Roberts, I added the Stone Cold, what was it? Entrance Greats, I believe it was, or Defining Moments. He came with a jacket, which I transferred to Jake the Snake because he usually wore jackets when he was performing. He also has a snake. We have Iron Sheik. I have his accessories packed up. Bret Hart, again, removed the Mattel pads and included Ralph's pads, which are very accurate. Kamala has his mask. When I was a kid, I used to wish he could wrestle with it. He used to always take it off, and I thought he looked better with it, scarier. Rick Rude, the narcissist. Well, he wasn't the narcissist, but he's like similar. We got Undertaker, Defining Moments, or Entrance Greats. $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, and last but not least, Terry Funk. This was basically a review of the golden age of wrestling.